Okay, I think that's everything. Hello. Okay, so unfortunately, I have just checked the audio, and it sure sounds like I'm streaming from inside of a wind tunnel, which is not inaccurate because my AC is on. It is 100 and... let me check. It is 109 degrees outside right now, and it's outside. Sorry, I'm not going to turn my AC off just to improve the audio. And of course, I'm not going to buy a better mic. I'm not going to use the pop filter that I actually have. I'm not going to do any of those things because that would require effort, and that's not what we're here for. Okay. Sweet. Sussex chicken? You're ready for some product placement? Imagine this is your preferred carbonated beverage, alright? Wow. Wow. I sure do enjoy carbonated beverage, whatever your favorite is. That's what I'm drinking right now. He's thinking about it. So anyway, speaking of chill zoo, I've had probably the least chill half month I've had in a long time, and I'm very tired. I intend to do nothing tomorrow if I can. No, that's not true. I am actually, nope. Tomorrow at noon I'm recording on someone else's podcast. I forgot about that. Okay, Sunday I'm trying to take off to not do anything. Just like this guy right here. This guy has no concerns whatsoever. Jeez. He's got no shame either. See how things are going at Target. Looks like it's a huge mess. And for some reason, it seems that they all hang out in this house and nowhere else. They don't touch. Well, they're on top of this one. Need to put down some French fries so that they can sleep. These guys are really picky and will only sleep on French fries. These guys keep exploding into wooden boxes, and I'm not sure why. There's a lot about, you know, the animal kingdom that I don't know still, even after so much time in school. I guess you need a master's or even a PhD to kind of understand why a lemur would suddenly explode and become a wooden crate. Oh, he's taking a shit. Why is it, every time I zoom in on one of these things, they're always doing something depraved? Now they're engaging in some ritual cannibalism. Some of you may not know this, but lemurs are actually exclusive blood drinkers. But as social beings, they actually just kind of casually drink blood from each other and just kind of circulate it around to whoever needs it. Lemurs are also huge fans of Target, and that's probably where this guy is going right now. He does have one of those red club cards or whatever. He doesn't know how many he has, he just kind of keeps signing up for new ones every time he goes. Not collecting any benefits, just kind of making a logistical nightmare. And you might ask how it's possible to open a separate credit card every time you visit Target. He's actually doing it at the self-checkout. And that's a very common thing that wildlife biologists have noted about lemurs, is that they do prefer self-checkout, which is very understandable. You get to, type up things that are inaccurate, so you can shave off a little bit of money here and there from your total. You can withdraw cash without catching like a weird impression from the cashier who's thinking, what do you need exactly with with $80 and $1 bills. And that I have no explanation for. Here's the Joe Camel shrine and tombstone. Oh. Okay. Bless you. You'll have to excuse me, I'm down under the desk right now untangling my headphone cords. I will never, ever, 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 ever learn cable management. You cannot make me. check it on how chicken nugget's doing. Chicken nugget. Oh, wait. No, no. No? Oh, okay. Okay. Is there anything still alive in here? Hey, hold still. Hey! Tukey. Oh, I forgot I made a giant frog in here. Let's do the cinematic camera. Its native range spans across the rainforest, woodlands, semi-deserts, and grasslands. That's the wrong "it's" there, buddy. This is a call out to Frontier Game Developments. You have a small typo in the Collared Peccary Zoopedia entry. I don't care if it isn't straight. Don't even say anything. I don't care. Oh wait, you know what? That's actually thematically is probably better. There we go, that's perfect. Oh no, not the frog. Where is it? Wow. Look who shows up. My roommate.
Hello.
In my house.
Let me talk to them.
There's nobody there.
Let me talk to you guys for a second. So have you ever heard of this thing called Bitcoin? Basically, it's like this digital money that the government can't take away from you.
Mm-hmm.
So that means it's a lot safer. And because it's currency, you don't have to worry about the price going up or down ever. So you should put all of your money into it right now. And it'll be safe forever. And basically you don't have to worry about taxes. You don't have to pay taxes on it. This is legal advice.
You are a lawyer, right?
Yeah, I'm a lawyer. Why did you make...
Shh!
What building is this?
Don't worry about it. Just making some beachfront condos.
Gay baby jail.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go get naked and then
Hey!
not be naked.
Hey!
By putting on other clothes.
Hey! So inappropriate. I'm never getting monetized.
I forgot to take my shoes off.
That's probably the most vulgar thing you could have done.
Taking my shoes off.
Not taking your shoes off.
No.
I didn't just clean. I cleaned everything but the carpet today.
Well, I can clean the carpet probably tomorrow if you want.
Nah, it's okay.
Oh no.
What?
I know what you're doing.
No,
I know what you
no,
are.
No, no.
Okay, queen.
Guess who?
Who is it?
I said guess.
Oh, is it... Oh, I know this one. Is it Avery Lowe?
That's correct.
Oh, hey Avery.
It's me, Avery Lowe.
You're sure off work. Definitely.
Yeah. Yeah. I really am.
How was injecting things into creatures?
It was great. Today I had a dog's entire uterus fall out into my hands, and it was beating like a heart.
Oh, I didn't know it was supposed to do that.
No, it's not. He had some really bad disease.
Oh.
It was like
Beating
cancer of the
uterus
soul.
syndrome?
Cancer of the soul, actually.
Mm. Okay, yeah, I get that. I get that. I can also hear you're doing your trademark opening and closing pocket knives trick.
Yeah. I, Avery Lowe, do that often.
Yeah. It's amazing you haven't accidentally stabbed someone doing it.
Yeah, I would never accidentally cut myself. Unlike my idiot fiance, Zane Rossi. He has accidentally stabbed himself or sliced himself multiple times.
Wow,
And I
many
rage him
multiple.
about that constantly.
Well, it's probably just because he's really stupid.
Yeah, he is pretty dumb.
That would be my suggestion. Try to give him some, like, some omega-3s, some of that brain food. Like, it might just be, like, if you give him, like, a really enriching diet or something.
See, I would, but he has so many weird dietary problems that, like, it doesn't matter what I give him, he's always like, my stomach hurts.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, he does have the world's weakest little stomach I've ever seen. It even, like, falls out and, like, beats in your hand sometimes. It's pretty gnarly.
Yeah, much like that uterus.
Yeah. Well, today I'm feeling homophobic, so I'm making a little gay neighborhood and populating it with javelina.
I wish I lived in a little game.
You almost do, but not
I
quite.
almost do. I'm pretty close to, like, most of those characteristics.
A lot closer than most of us get. I would say I think my neighborhood is a little too populated by, like, young families to fit into that category. I did have a very interesting time the other day in the hot tub, which I know you're just dying to hear about, so I'm going to go right into that. So,
I enjoy
So I'm in the hot tub. It's 9 p.m. I don't like swimming when there's other people there. If they're my friends, I can tolerate it, but it's mostly just strangers. I'm not all about that. Ooh, I think my gay little neighborhood definitely needs like a giant wind chime somewhere. Okay, maybe on the roof. But I already put a bunch of cactus on the roof.
Populated that particular roof with a whole bunch of little tiny barrel cactus.
Okay, I'm gonna put a couple of wind chimes on top of this thing. Okay, so I'm in the hot tub the other day. It's 9 p.m. I'm out there at that time of day because I don't want to see or hear other people. Incidentally, this is also why I went to go camp up in the forest the other day and was very nearly, we had the whole campground to ourselves basically, just me and my buddy show up and there's no one there and we're like, oh great, awesome, there's nobody here. And then 30 minutes before sundown, this family shows up. But I already started a story, so I'm gonna have to finish that one, and then I'll get to the camper. I'll get to the camper.
You're getting ahead of yourself here.
I'll get to the camper. So, as you might imagine, my isolation did not last long, and suddenly, a whole family shows up to the pool, and it's dark out, and this includes 2 children, one of which I would guess is probably around 3 years old. Not super great at gauging ages of anyone or anything, but I would guess about 3, maybe 4. And then the other one's got to be less than a year old, not even really a toddler yet. Which is just perfect. And they stick to the pool itself for a little while, and they're leaving me in the hot tub. I, for those who don't know, including Avery Lowe, who's never actually seen me before, I'm a 25-year-old man, and unfortunately, in this area, I've had problems with children getting into the hot tub with me, which is distressing because I'm, of course, like, hey, I don't want to be anywhere near a strange child. I'm not okay with this. Also, the sign here says that if you're under 14, you can't be in the hot tub anyway. I don't advocate for following rules, but when they're in my favor, I do kind of like them. So this is kind of where my mind's at when, of course, the entire family decides to come and hang out in the hot tub with me. Great. I'm there because my back hurts and my joints hurt, and I just want to be in hot water getting blasted by jets because my bones hurt, my joints hurt. And now there's a 3-year-old and a toddler stewing in this same hot puddle of mess that I'm also stewing myself in. And a bunch of grown adults. One of which he gets in smoking a cigarette. Great. Like, I don't know, 1 foot away from me, 1 foot away from these 2 kids. And there's like a mom, there's 2 women, 1 with each kid, and then another guy who's on my right. Smoker's on my left, and this other guy's on my right. And he's shouting very loudly to be heard over the sound of the bubbles. So I'm feeling really serene. I'm having a good time. Thankfully, I was sober. Otherwise, I would have been quite freaked out.
I just need to give some context. I've never seen Ben, but I have seen this particular hot tub. It is not very big. Like, a family of 4 would crowd this fucking hot tub. Even if, like, 2 of the 4 are, like, small, like, rather small humans.
Yeah. And
it's not big.
for the math doers, that would be a total of, we got 4 other adults, plus me and 2 kids. So that's 7 people. Some of them are just kind of sitting half in with their feet, but still, 7 people in this little hot tub. And so this guy is shouting. I also had just painted my toenails a couple days ago, so they're kind of hidden below the waterline, but when a bunch of people randomly show up, who kind of seem a little sketchy to me anyway, it's kind of a little fun game of roulette. Like, if I leave right now, if I step out of the water and they see that my toenails are painted, am I going to get hate crimed? That's just kind of one of the fun things of painting your nails in the first place.
Always a fun exercise.
So they get to talking about everyone's just airing so much dirty laundry just right in front of me, a stranger, about this person's, this girl is in a polyamorous relationship now with this guy and his husband, and there's this other gay guy who might have a boyfriend who we think is trans. He's saying this. The screamer is I'll say shout talker. The shout talker is saying this to me as well to everyone else. He keeps looking over at me, and I'm nodding along. I'm not trying to get hate crimed. I'm just trying to make my back not hurt, and as long as these guys aren't injuring, I can tolerate it for a little bit. And at one point, the man smoking a cigarette to my left, it turns out, is an ex-carny. So they talk for a little bit about the circus life, literally, which is fun. He claims that the games are not as rigged as you would think, were his words. I'm not asking any of these questions. These people are just kind of having a conversation at me while I'm sitting here trying to get my soak on. And this guy, the other guy, the shout talker, apparently he quote-unquote does apparel. So that kind of takes my gaydar and kind of just like slaps it around. You hit a compass and it just kind of like circles around for a little bit, doesn't know what's going on. So now I'm like, I don't. So by apparel, it turns out I think this was mostly like cosplay stuff, which again is inconclusive. He was talking about printing out like traditional Japanese masks and like putting them on motorcycle helmets. Again, still no clues. This isn't getting me any closer to an answer of will I get my ass kicked if I step out of the sauna right now. But I think my favorite thing, and by the way, we were there for, if they showed up after about 20 minutes, I came back, I was out for about an hour and a half. So these guys were sitting there talking to me, at me, for quite a while. Keep getting up out of the hot tub to turn the 15-minute timer again. And of course, like, you're waiting for a break to get out, so they immediately turn it on again. I'm like, alright, I guess we're just hanging out here. Zane's on the line right now. My roommate is home.
The person I hate more than anyone else in the whole world?
Yeah, that guy.
No, it's me, Avery Lowe.
Oh, no, sorry. It's Avery Lowe is on the line right now.
Oh, I love that guy. He's awesome.
Yeah, he just got back from, dog stuff.
Yeah. I got projectile shit on today.
Oh, cool. Well, if you know a thing or two about physics, you could have avoided that.
Yeah, well, I don't.
So, I would say probably my favorite part of this interaction was when my guy who does apparel is explaining to me all of the different drugs he's done, drug combinations he's done, all of this cool stuff. He's like, I'm crazy. I do a lot of drugs. And I'm like, just nodding along, whatever.
Cool.
And then,
Cool, man.
and then he asked me, how old are you? You look like you're 15. And I say, well, thank you, but I'm actually 25. You're about literally a decade off there. And here I've been thinking that I was aging like shit, but it turns out that, like, even with my hair all pulled back so you can see, like, my wrinkled, like, my crow's feet and my forehead and all that stuff, apparently I still pass for 15 as long as I've been baking in a hot tub for about 45 minutes. So that was the main takeaway. Besides the fact that he was like, oh, good, I thought you were like a minor and I was sitting here talking about like drugs in front of you. To which the response I did not verbalize was, there actually are 2 kids on the other side of this hot tub.
Two rather young children.
Yeah.
Actually.
Which, I mean, I know people kind of underestimate kids, but a 3-year-old definitely understands what you're saying. You know, the 3-year-old, she wasn't making eye contact with me or anything, you know, just kind of actively pretending she's not there, which is also what I would do in her position. But she's clearly listening. Like, this is a person who is hearing everything from, he was making, like, Bible jokes about, you know, Eve being whatever. Just a lot of slurs. At one point, my shout talker friend, I think I parsed this correctly. It's kind of a baffling concept he was trying to sell me on, and I think I understood what he was saying. He said that the way to cure racism is to pay... Both of you just said uh-oh at the same time. He said the way to cure racism is to pay everyone off except for one person. And the one person who isn't paid off, of course, is racist. And so everyone gets paid off around this person. And when this person says, like, makes a racist comment or a racist joke, everyone else just goes like, what are you talking about, man? I've never heard anyone, like, talk like that. Are you nuts? Like, are you okay? You sound crazy. And he's like, that's how you do it.
So we gaslight people into thinking racism never existed.
Well, we pay off most of the planet and then gaslight the last racist into thinking that he's crazy.
Why don't we just pay off that last race?
I think that's a good,
What a
it's a good idea.
what a well thought out concept.
Yeah, it's not bad. It's not good either. It's just, yeah. So that was my hot tub story, and now I'm going to entertain you both who can't hear the other, with the bizarre... Okay, so I'm a huge hater. Everybody knows this. And since both of these events happened within the same week, I think it's easy to understand that, you know, part of it is I just don't want to be around strangers. I don't want to have to talk to them. I think I'm pretty good at, like, you know, I can play the game. I can kind of, like, I'll pick up what you're putting down. I'll fake an interaction just so that everyone feels comfortable. But when I want to not, like, see or be seen by a stranger, that's it. And that's not a me thing. I think everyone gets the same way. Sometimes you just want some peace and quiet, and so you drive up to the middle of nowhere, and you and your buddy put down tents in the farthest corner of the farthest camping ground. And then 30 minutes before sundown, a big old truck and a camper come pulling into the spot next to you. It's not going to inspire very happy thoughts, I guess. And I can't necessarily take credit for chasing them away, because they did, thankfully, move a little bit. It took them probably about 10 minutes of, like, backing the camper in and out and back in and back out. This was a pull-through camping site, so he could do a full, like, circle, and he never did. Just like made most of the way there, backed out, came back in, and of course through this the kids are running around, like, screaming. Oh, also when they pulled in, they pulled in and, like, asked us, hey, you have to pay to be here, right? And of course, you know me, I don't care about rules at all unless they're useful, and so of course you do have to pay. I could have just said, like, no, don't worry about it, literally no one is here to check. As a matter of fact, the, what do they call that, the camp host
the person who's in charge of just like being there for a month straight.
Yeah.
The camp host is not there. We were camping next to, again, these back lots that are in the very, very back of the site that are basically there for like overflow and perverts. So you can guess which one we were. And the the cabin is clearly not occupied because the keys are sitting on a sign next to like the information kiosk. We didn't go inside, but like the keys were just like sitting there, which is cool. So they pull up and they're like, "Hey, do you have to pay to be here?" And like, yeah, and maybe saying yes will make them go away. And I don't think it did, but I also don't think they paid. They just like pull up, pull through, back out, pull through, let the kids run around for a little bit, and then eventually they back away and go backwards into a trail that goes up and way to the right of us. They're driving this camper backwards, like down a trail that we didn't even really notice was there. And eventually, thankfully, they land in a side of the campground that, yeah, it's also kind of the plot next to us, but there's a tree line in the way, so like we can't see them, they can't see us. The screaming kids goes from like, recognizably obnoxious like human oration to you can plausibly think it's just like a weird forest creature, just kind of like making noises. And so, that's great. Sun's going down, and they're not going to sleep. They're just like still out. We can still hear them, but it's less obnoxious now. And for some reason, at about, I want to say probably 10 p.m., which is forever a clock when we're talking about being in the middle of nowhere. Sundown is at like 8 p.m., and that feels like it's dark everywhere. Your brain knows like, oh, it's late now. So an hour after this, they're still up and making noise. I can hear them opening and closing truck doors, just like over and over again, opening and closing. And we can see their lights from our campground. And about 9:30, all the lights stop, except for the headlights of the truck turn on again. And we're like, are they seriously relocating at 9:30 p.m.? And they weren't. The truck just left without the camper, which raises so many questions. Clearly one of the parents, I assume, has gotten the truck and left. So, why is one of them leaving? Why wouldn't they take the camper with? Is anyone watching these kids?
Right. All really, really good questions.
Yeah, and the premise behind this one, so the premise behind the disturbance in the last one was, I just want to do my physical therapy in peace. And the background of this one is, I just want to not see a stranger at all. And I'm unpleased that you are doing what you are completely allowed to do and engage in recreation on public lands just as I am, but I was here first and I kind of hate that you exist. And, it just, as time goes on, it starts becoming less of an annoyance and more of like is this a serial killer situation? Did someone just slaughter those 3 stupid kids and is just driving off in the middle of the night? I'm just trying to camp here. I'm not a witness to anything. Leave me be. I did wake up in the middle of the night. Actually, I think I might have been awake the entire night. Might have been part of why I felt so exhausted yesterday. I don't actually recall sleeping. There are like gaps in my memory of the evening, so I assume I must have passed out for one reason or another, but at one point I swear that there was someone walking around and I know I saw a flashlight. And I know it wasn't my friend because I could hear him snoring. But I was not going to like jump out of the tent and like scream at somebody because it was hot. I wasn't wearing any clothes inside of my tent. And if it's just some kid wandering around in the middle of the night, possibly trying to figure out where the truck that contained one or both of their parents went, you know, I'm not trying to catch a charge here. So that's my extremely interesting week. And, I'm...
The Javelina.
Yeah, the Javelina.
They have them in this game?
Yeah.
Yes.
He's going to the...
Go to your beachfront
Go
property.
to your beachfront property.
Oh, he's really moving.
What is his name? This is Lucio.
Hi, Lucio.
He's going over... I forget if I put any food in here. I might want to...
He doesn't need food.
Well, he might need a little bit. Okay.
I thought that was all.
It kind of is. It's a forage box, but this is all mud, so that's not food. I guess I'll just put it... I'll put one, like, near the entrance. And we'll just have to travel. I'm thinking of putting, like, some skyscrapers down here, like, kind of a jungle in the background.
Okay.
And then, yeah, we got our little beachfront property. And, you know, the fences aren't put down straight, because why would they, you know?
Okay, good night.
He's just hanging out. Alright, Carlos, you sound like a good candidate.
Animal market.
Armando, yeah. Yeah, you belong here. Diego. Okay. All perfect.
I was gonna say, I feel like it's a little racial that they all have, like, Hispanic sounding names.
I don't know. I assume it's randomly generated, but I guess it would be kind of funny to have, like...
Okay, all the animals that are found in Central America will have Hispanic names.
Yeah, I mean, that kind of looks like what they're doing. Yeah.
It's definitely what they're doing.
I was thinking of, like, what's the gayest animals I can put inside of the gay little exhibit. And, like, factually, I think the gayest animal on this list are bonobos.
I was gonna say, what are those monkeys with, like, really long arms?
These
Not
guys.
the orangutans.
Like gibbons. Gibbons have really
Yeah.
long arms.
Gibbons.
But I thought that making an exhibit of, you know, explicit LGBTQIA2S plus affinities and populated full of stinky apes might also come off as rude. So instead I'm filling it with a bunch of hairy stinky pigs, because I think that's more accurate and hard to argue with.
I don't know if you fully improved on this.
I'm gonna chill outside for a little bit.
I mean, look at their little feet and tell me that this animal was created by a heterosexual god.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
I get what you're saying.
You're okay, they're all gonna go hang out at whatever this building is. The Barrel Cactus House. It was 108 today, something like that.
It's getting to be that
be a little too hot for me to sit outside.
Yeah, I mean, the sun's not down yet, so it's just like directly on you out there. I have a big west-facing window for those who are working hard to figure out where I live, so you can dox me and sell my organs on the dark web. And so that means that my nice little porch gets extremely hot. And I've compensated for this the best I can by putting a bunch of plants there and dealing with all of the grief that my landlords give me for putting stuff there that is allowed but they just think looks kind of gross. Also, I think Dookie's replacement is dead. Yeah, there's no one in here. We need... yeah. He was a clouded leopard. And I believe he got that name because he was shown on stream taking a Dookie. Let's see. Clouded leopard. Who should we put in here? I say you. You're the youngest. So, you've gotten to enjoy listening to all the things I did this week instead of going down to an antique store and finding a sickle or scythe like I said I would, but
Seems like you had a long week of hot tubbing.
yeah, really important stuff. You know, work that I had to really get to, and I mean, nose to the grindstone and all that. But anyway, yeah, it's getting hot, and there are just so many weeds that even an entire afternoon of pulling weeds did not get rid of, and also a lot of them have grown back in, and now they're all crispy little tenders, and every time I walk through there I'm like, I need to help pull these. There's gonna be a fire. So we're gonna do that. I have actually seen people walking down, I think, Wilmot, and with a flamethrower, and just like, the way to get rid of weeds to prevent a fire is to just control burn them, apparently. It's just what some people have decided. Don't know if they were with the city or just some crazy asshole with a flamethrower.
You can't accidentally catch on fire if they catch on fire on purpose.
Exactly. What should this building be? We got all these barrel cactus on top. It's kind of an open concept. It could just be another house. You got anything exciting happening next week as we head into the freakend? Dang. Classes. What are you doing in classes in June? What's up with that? Okay. I'll give Ricky a call. It's been a while. I should call him anyway. What should I put here? Oh, this is pretty LGBT coded, I have to say. I still haven't placed down. There's this whole Pizza Hut,
It's a little warm.
but I'm afraid of it because it floats off the ground.
I have to say that I'm not exactly sure if I would necessarily characterize
What the fuck?
Pizza Hut as explicitly LGBTQ.
I'm gonna have to hear a justification for that. What's that? It goes right back on.
I know.
My roommate is breaking things.
No.
I have a Pizza Hut. I can put it outside of the... What? I have a Pizza Hut.
No.
Yeah.
Oh my god, it's branded and everything.
Yeah. Definitely illegal replication.
Or maybe Pizza Hut paid to be in this game.
No, this is a mod.
Oh.
The thing I can't figure out is how am I supposed to place it, because it floats off of the ground and I can see the little thing for like a path attachment inside the building. I just don't understand. Protesters have arrived at my zoo. Okay. I'm gonna put the Pizza Hut down and go figure out what's happening here.
Protesters.
Fucking
Hippies. Where are the protesters?
They went away already.
I do have a lot of security, probably. Okay, we need to... Oh. Abru. Fella Moopy.
Fella Moopy.
Fella Moopy.
Fella protesting.
Status protesting.
Low welfare of someone.
Fella Moopy.
Fella Moopy.
Dang, okay. Free my Fella Moopy. I don't think they know who Fella Moopy is because they keep it's different pictures. It could be anyone. I'm definitely taking a shot of this for my for the thumbnail. So good. Apparently they're mad about this guy over here. Fella Moopy, but that's not what his name is.
I think that's just like Sims language for freedom or something.
Oh, oh, you don't have any water. Okay, my bad. So we're gonna do this the classic Roman way. You know what I mean by that, Zane Rossi?
We're gonna kill
History major.
We're gonna kill them. We're gonna strip them.
So, my impression as an idiot dipshit who doesn't read, that the way that the Roman Empire dealt with a number of serious Reformation movements was brutal, tyrannical crackdown on any dissent. And then as soon as the uprising is defeated, they implement the change that was being asked for.
Right.
I don't... Uncle Bob popped a guy this time.
Popped a guy this time? Holy shit. Oh my god.
Wait, for real? For
Yeah,
real.
put this shit back on.
Okay, we're gonna have to pull up What's Up Tucson, I guess. Except I don't have an account, so it's not even gonna work.
Google it.
Hold on, I'm getting distracted.
Google.com.
Okay, someone got shot, but first I need to put in some little water fountains for Moopy Foople or whatever. Okay, look, look, there's freaking water fountains right there, under the tree, okay? So anyway, I'm gonna do what the protesters are asking for, but I'm also gonna hire, like...
Mercenaries.
Yeah, you can just kind of place down goons. I got 4 goons, 5 goons, 6 goons.
The henchmen?
Yeah,
Oh my god.
so we're just gonna put down a bunch of henchmen to crack down on this protest.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Go, my minions. Arrest them. Throw them out of the zoo.
Okay. Oh, this is good. Hold on, I gotta save this. Okay.
They're floating.
Oh. And they're all gonna do a little synchronized dance, I guess. Okay. I just gotta add them to the work zone. This is the most annoying part. Welcome to the violent state repression portion of the stream. I think it's a good note to go out on. It has been about an hour and a half. We're gonna see. Alright. So here come the synchronized dancers. And let me just, here's the protesters. Abru, Fellow Moopy, yeah. Okay, so these guys.
I'm gonna make my own Fellow Moopy son. I'm gonna join them.
By the way, I put a bunch of signs up that are just like upside down, I guess. Okay, so here are the protesters. We've got, I'm operating a drone camera right now. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 protesters. I think I just hired, let's see, we have 26 security guards. I think that's,
Okay.
oh, they're just walking right past.
So like 3 security guards for each.
They're, okay. So the security guards just kind of walked right past it. First person camera. Okay. I can possess this person like a ghost and show you their their view.
Fella Moopy, Fella Moopy, Fella Moopy. What is the zoo called?
Free my fellow Moopy. It's called Cantaloupe Haze for no particular reason.
Okay.
That's
Mr. Moeller is in there. Treating his workers unfair.
they're
Treating his animals unfair.
I put in a water fountain, he's fine. His name isn't even Fellow Moopy. Okay, he doesn't have food enrichment either. I'm gonna give him something nice. So apparently my state crackdown has failed. Sun Bear. Food enrichment. Food and water. Underwater fish feeder box? Do you not like normal stuff? Here, I'll give you a bunch of... I'm just gonna put some drums. He's gonna do some music therapy next to his wind chimes. Wait, that's not food enrichment. Okay, I'm gonna put blocks of frozen fish inside of this cute little hut. Or not. I'm gonna put blocks of frozen fish outside of this cute little hut. And he can just eat the blocks of frozen fish. Okay, I don't see the protesters anymore. What? Wow, I just recorded a protester kicking a trash can.
That's so rude. The security guard.
It's gonna be a crackdown.
Do you see what you did? Oh, they're just walking away. What are these guys doing? No! Free my fellow Moopy. He's fine. He's fine. He's got blocks of frozen fish. And he's also... Oh god, I really did put down that. And these guys have just kind of like a vast field of nothing. They've got a little beach house. Okay, well, this has been an exciting one for sure. I should be able to be doing Fridays again, so we're going to keep working on this throughout June, I suppose. Freaking wonderful. So much fun. And if protesters showed up on the first day, I'm sure by the end of the month there's just going to be laser cannons pointed everywhere. I know I can introduce a surveillance state and just put like security cameras everywhere. So, yeah, we'll do some pride representation, kind of increase state repression to a degree that makes things unrecognizable, because we all need an escape from the real world. Have a good day, Avery Lowe.
Goodbye.